Hi Freely Eat community, I'm Janelle and today I'm excited to show you this super rich mac and cheese. It's made on the stovetop, so it's super quick and it tastes just like my mom's crock-pot mac and cheese. So when I tasted it, I was like, this is so nostalgic. I love it. So let's get started. I'm sure you'll love it too. First we're gonna get our cheese started. Carrot pieces, one large carrot, and some potato pieces. I have one large potato and one small potato here, but you can use 2 medium potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and pop this into this pan. And now usually when I'm making my cheese sauce, I would cover it with water. However, to make this super rich, I'm going to cover it with soy milk. This is unsweetened soy milk. And I want enough to just cover it. So see if I can poke these pieces down so that they're covered. Looks like I might need just a tad more. Okay, there we go. Everything is just barely covered. Now I'm going to place this on the stove. I'm covering it with a lid, and I'm going to turn it on to high for starters, and once it boils, I'm going to turn it. Now we're going to get ready to boil our pasta. Instead of boiling it in water, we're going to boil it in soy milk for extra richness. You'll need 4 cups of unsweetened soy milk. Bring it to a boil and then add the pasta. Make sure it doesn't boil too long though, because it scorches easily. Oh, now that this is boiling, we're going to turn this down to about 4 or 5 generally, and keep it simmering. I just want it to simmer. I don't want it to boil, otherwise it might overflow. It's very sensitive, soy milk is. Oh boy, you can see it almost boiled over. I just got it. Okay, so I'm gonna add this one's trying to boil over on me too. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down lower to 3. Let's try. Okay, and I'm going to add the pasta. This is my all-time favorite Tinkyada organic brown rice pasta. 12 ounces. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on a little bit because I want it to boil for a couple minutes. And then I'm gonna set the timer for 16 minutes with it off. A little stir here. I don't see any more bubbles, so I'm just going to turn it on to a 6 and set myself a timer for 2 minutes. Now that 2 minutes has gone off, I'm going to go ahead and turn the temperature off completely and set the timer for 16 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to prepare the rest of my ingredients. I need 6 tablespoons of minced onion. Six tablespoons is basically 1/3 of a cup, slightly mounded, which it looks like is right about half an onion for us. We also need 6 tablespoons of butter. I'm using this country crock plant-based butter, and 1.5 teaspoons of paprika. Now for the cheesy sauce, we need 1/2 cup of oil. And my normal cheese sauce, I do just 1/3 of a cup. This is going to be a little bit more rich. And 4 teaspoons of salt. This is also more than my typical recipe. 1, 2, 4. Or you could do a teaspoon and a tablespoon. And we want a half a cup of nutritional yeast. And 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, which is about 1 lemon. Alright, the final ingredients. 2 teaspoons of onion powder. And 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Now we're gonna check our potatoes and carrots and see if they're soft. They're almost there. I can pierce them, but they're a little bit hard. So I'm just gonna give it a little bit more time. Turn it up a tad. The pasta. Give it a stir. Get some of these ones that are on top and more dry, fully immersed. It still has 5 minutes of that 16 left. Alright, now I'm going to add my milk, potatoes, and carrots. Alright, that looks smooth. Now we're going to pour this over the macaroni to provide some extra moisture. Alright, here we go. Add our onion and paprika mix. And the butter. Alright, we're at the end of the 16 minutes now. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a stir. Stir gently so that you don't splash the butter on yourself. I've done that before. I guess this is the voice of experience. Now you want to let it set until the butter is completely melted and until it has absorbed a little more of the sauce. Okay, so I just let this sit for 25 minutes and it looks just perfect to me. And the butter is completely melted. So I'm gonna give it another stir. And the noodles are perfectly soft. I love to garnish with paprika. I'm using this homegrown one because I chose the most red peppers, no green, so it's a super bright red paprika. You can also use some butter. Doesn't that look beautiful? And it tastes so amazing too. Alright, I have to taste some for you. This is one of my favorite parts.